Today we're going to have a conversation about renting versus buying. And we're going to kind of put another spin on it because you've all heard a lot of conversations about this. We all know, Nick, that rents are high, interest rates are high, prices are high to buy a house. But let's really just break it down. What does it cost to rent in Orange County? Let's say it's $1 million house and you're going to rent it instead of buy it.
So the average rent for $1 million home in Orange County, maybe 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, going to be roughly around $4,000 a month.
Okay, so $4,000 a month to rent that. What's it going to cost to buy that house?
If you bought the same house, $1 million home, you put about 20% down, interest rate maybe in the low sixes, you're going to run about $6,000 a month for your mortgage, taxes, and insurance.
Okay, so all in, $6,000. Okay, so now you've got a place that you're renting because let's face it, $6,000 is 50% more. That's a lot. We're not saying that that's like, oh, no big deal. Just go ahead and spend $6,000 a month and buy something.
Not to mention you have to have 20% down.
Right.
That's $200,000.
But let's fast forward. I know it's hard to think about it when you're in your 30s and 40s, what this looks like when you retire 30 years from now. But let's face it, when you get a mortgage in the low sixes, it's a 30-year mortgage. What is it going to cost you to rent that property in, let's say, 30 years?
That's a great question. Rents tend to go up anywhere between 3% and 10%, depending on where you live, depending on the rules and rent control. But for this example, if we use 3% increase on $4,000 a month over the next 30 years, your payment is about $9,700 a month. That's $10,000 a month when you're in your 60s or 70s, if you're buying now in 30s and 40s, that you have to pay every month to live in somebody else's home.
And if you bought a house, what's going to happen in 30 years?
You will have built equity in that home and you will have paid off the entire mortgage and have no responsibility to pay any rent except for your taxes and insurance.
So if you're considering whether or not you should buy or not, sometimes it's a really good idea to look to the future if that's going to help you make your decision. Because it is a long play. Holding real estate is a long-term investment.
And it's a hardship to have to pay that expensive payment today. But what you're doing is you're building future wealth, you're building equity on the way, and you're helping yourself retire with an income that you're going to receive and a monthly payment that you can actually afford, which is just the taxes and insurance.
And you own it. Nobody can sell it. We'd love to talk to you more about this, the long game, the long-term investment. So give us a call. Let's get connected.